1 in 3 Japanese people have an Oshi, and supporting that person can mean serious time and money. That practice is called ashikatsu, a fandom subculture especially popular among young people, including many young women. For many fans, the support is part of fan identity, not just a hobby. It helps organize what they buy, how they spend time, and what they care about. Ashikatsu became more visible during the COVID-19 pandemic, when many routines moved indoors. That shift helped turn online support into a daily habit. That is why the trend draws both criticism and business interest. It can shape spending, habits, and even where economic attention goes. Most fictional hypnosis is shown as criminal or seductive, not neutral. Stories keep pairing it with control instead of an ordinary technique. That matters because many people meet hypnosis first through stories, not through real-life examples. The first image they get is already loaded with danger. The mechanism is repeated framing. Fiction keeps linking hypnosis with danger and control, so the pattern starts to feel familiar and believable. Over time, that repetition creates a stereotype people carry into the real world. A neutral practice can arrive already judged as suspicious. So the scary image often says more about media habits than about hypnosis itself. Fiction teaches the stereotype before everyday experience gets a chance. Movie characters like Pennywise have been cited as contributing to some people's fear of clowns. That matters because a clown costume usually signals play, jokes, and birthday parties. Pennywise became widely recognizable, so the image was easy to store in memory. Fiction changes the association by repeatedly pairing that clown image with threat. Psychologists call this conditioning, meaning a learned link between a cue and a feeling. Once that link sticks, the costume itself can trigger unease. A painted smile and red nose may feel less playful and more suspicious, so a harmless-looking face paint can carry a scary meaning learned from media. The fear is not about clowns as a group, it is about an association that fiction helped teach. A Thai film went viral in 2024 because viewers posted videos of themselves crying after watching it. The film's title was not the only thing spreading. People were also watching each other react on phones and social feeds. That works through social proof, meaning people treat public emotion as a signal that something matters. A visible reaction makes the film feel worth noticing. The crying videos helped the film travel beyond the theater. The audience reaction became part of the film's public life online. So the movie was measured not just by what it showed, but by what viewers publicly felt after it ended. Their tears became part of the story people passed around. A urinal can count as art when the aesthetic convention says it is. That sounds odd because aesthetics studies beauty, taste, and related phenomena, including the philosophy of art. Conventionalism says art is not only the object itself. Shared rules help a community recognize something as art. So an everyday object changes status when it enters the right artistic context, where institutions and audiences know how to read it. Under conventionalism, the surprise is not the urinal itself. It is the rule system around it that makes recognition possible. To argue George III was not mad, Ida McAlpine sought out his descendants' feces. She was trying to challenge the old, mad king story with evidence, not with royal legend. The question was whether a famous reputation could be tested through biology. Her mechanism was biological inference. She looked for signs in descendants that might challenge the inherited diagnosis. That is a medical argument reaching beyond the obvious record. The search pushed psychiatry into historical interpretation, where a claim about one king had to compete with physical evidence. It turned a reputation into a question of method. The result is a reminder that even royal madness can become a dispute over what counts as proof. In McAlpine's hands, the case was not settled diagnosis, but contested evidence. David Volok is a Chaba Jew and a native tribal judge, and he says Alaska natives deepened his observance in Judaism. He worked across community boundaries, where his professional role brought him into regular contact with Alaska Native people. The influence was personal, not forced. He credits their example and relationship with nudging him toward greater observance. That kind of influence can change private habits. In Volok's case, it led to a deeper commitment in his own faith practice. His story shows a quieter outcome. Respect across communities can reshape how someone lives their religion, one relationship at a time. Richard A. Hunter and his mother formed Psychiatry's most prolific publishing partnership. What made it unusual was the family link, because the collaborators were mother and son, not the usual pair of colleagues. The partnership worked through steady collaboration over time, with two people building one stream of psychiatric writing together. That long collaboration produced so much output that it was described as the most prolific publishing partnership in psychiatry. Observers found the pairing striking enough to call it unique, even a little Freudian, because family role and academic output were fused in one record-setting team.